Hey guys, this is Malinki. Welcome back to my channel Voice of Malinki. Today we will talk about SDS page, and if you are new in my channel, please subscribe my channel, and if you like my video, please do like, comment and share my video. So in the last video we have talked about native page, and in this video we are talking about SDS page. So SDS page is a technique that is used to separate protein molecules based on their molecular weight or based on their size. Here we use acrylamide gel. So basically acrylamides polymerize to become polyacrylamide gel. Acrylamides polymerizes to form polyacrylamide gel. This polymerized acrylamide or this polyacrylamide forms a mesh-like matrix. So, it forms a mesh-like matrix like this, and that matrix is suitable for protein separation because here you can see pores are formed like that, and through those pores protein molecules pass. So protein samples are first loaded into wells. So if this is the gel, if this is the polyacrylamide gel, and here we have some wells, and we put protein molecules over these wells. So if you see this picture, this instrument we all have in our laboratory. So here we have the gel here, and in the gel we can see here some wells are placed, and in these wells we put protein samples, and the gel is placed in an electrophoresis chamber. So this is the chamber, this is the electrophoresis chamber. So the gel is placed in the electrophoresis chamber, and this electrophoresis chamber is connected to the power. So the electrophoresis chamber contains a negative charge at one end. So in this end it has cathode that is negatively charged, and this end contains anode that is positively charged. So when the electric current is applied, protein molecules are pulled down through the gel like that. Protein molecules are pulled down. Okay. So now what is the principle of the SDS page? So basically different types of interaction or bonding we can see in a particular protein. So what type of interaction you can see in a protein? So these are fast. We can write electrostatic interaction. Then second is hydrogen bonds. Third is hydrophilic interaction. Then it is disulfide. Disulfide interaction or hydrophobic interaction. So these are different types of interaction we can see in a particular protein. Now among them, so these like electrostatic interaction, hydrogen bonds, hydrophilic interaction, hydrophobic interaction, these all are actually very much weak interaction. They are weak interaction, except this disulfide interaction or disulfide bond. So we use in the SDS page, we use SDS. So what is SDS? SDS is sodium dodecyl sulfate, and this is the anionic detergent. This is the anionic detergent. So it is basically negatively charged detergent. Okay. Now what it does, actually it breaks down all of these weak interactions of a protein and denatures the protein. So only disulfide bonds remain intact after the treatment with SDS. So these are disulfide bonds which are intact now after the treatment of SDS. Otherwise, all of the bonds are now broken and the protein is denatured. Now, to break this disulfide bonds, we use beta-mercaptoethanol. We use beta-mercaptoethanol. Therefore, SDS and beta-mercaptoethanol break down all bonds of our proteins and completely denature our protein. That means the protein loses its folded form and becomes linear. So suppose it was the protein first, and after the treatment of SDS and beta-mercaptoethanol, the protein is now like that. So it becomes linear. SDS does one more thing. It actually gives negative charge to the denatured linear proteins. So it adds negative charge like that in this denatured linear protein. Therefore, proteins unfold into linear chains with negative charge. Hence, all the proteins in the sample have same shape and charge, and they differ only in respect to their molecular weights. Therefore, all the proteins migrate to the positively charged electrode, that is toward the anode, like that. Okay, so now the gel matrix, it gives a frictional force to the proteins. Small proteins face a small frictional force compared to the large proteins. Therefore, small proteins move faster in the gel compared to large proteins, because due to the friction, large proteins get entangled in the mesh. So suppose this is the mesh, and here we have both large proteins and small proteins. So large proteins get entangled in the mesh in this way. So they take time to migrate, whereas smaller proteins receive less resistance and they move faster.